It is not about me. I love it. Good job.
Ria David Clemens, CBS News, San Diego.
So that's just a little clip to show you that, it's never too late for you guys to get started. As you can tell, she started at 51 and realized she needed to make a life change and start exercising. So as you age, it doesn't matter what age you are, you can start exercising. Some statistics. In 1900, only 40% lived to be beyond the age of 65, and now today 80% survive to live to the age of 65, and 50% live to the age of 80. It is estimated that by 2030, that the number of individuals 65 will represent 70 million in the United States alone. As we age, we're changing our muscle mass. 40% loss of muscle mass between the ages of 20 and 70 years of age. 50% of individuals between the ages of 65 and 74 have reported at least one limitation without not being able to do something. The benefits of working out. We have the physical benefit. You feel better. You get in shape. The physiological, like I said, feel better. Reduce your stress and anxiety. You're feeling less sadness. Socially, you can interact with people. You get to go to the disc, and you can work out with your friend or walk with your friend. You can increase physical functions, prolong independent living. Healthy bone helps with weight-bearing exercises will help with you build healthier bones and decrease the risk of osteoporosis. It also reduces the risk of other health problems and diseases like arthritis, osteoporosis, back pain. It improves flexibility, stability, balance, and even helps your posture. And it even helps with loss of body fat. Some components are the Fitt Principle. So frequency, how often do you guys work out? Do you work out once a day, once a week, once a month? It's your frequency, how often do you do it? The intensity is how hard do you go? When you're on the treadmill, what resistance level are you on? Are you on 1 or are you on a 5? Your time and duration, how long do you do it for? Are you only on there for 10 minutes or do you go for 20, 30 minutes on the treadmill? And your type, like I said, treadmill. Do you do the elliptical, bike? Do you go out and walk? It's all about that. And one thing you want to remember is it's about enjoyment. So pick something that you like to enjoy and do it. The recommended amount for resistance training, you want to do that at least 2 to 3 times per week, and that's using 8 to 10 exercises and making that 10 to 15 reps of each exercise. Functional base, you want to make sure it's a full range of motion for them, and make sure you're breathing while you're lifting, so make sure you're incorporating proper breathing. And this is found on the American College of Sports Medication. And for aerobic training, for deconditioned athletes, you should participate in 30 to 40 minutes in 10-minute sessions per day, using about 50 to 60% of your heart rate reserve. And your heart rate reserve is an individual's max heart rate subtract your resting heart rate. And for healthy individuals, you want to do about 30 to 60 minutes at 60 to 80% of your heart rate reserve. And then again, we have flexibility, which you should be adding in as older adults. And you want to do static stretching 2 to 3 times per week, and also increase the dynamic stretching, range of motion, do 2 to 3 sets of this, and do 10 to 15 reps of each. What to incorporate? You should incorporate cardiovascular, which is like riding a bike, running, anything like that, anything to get your heart pumping. And then you want to incorporate strength, you want to build muscle, you want to build muscle mass. Balance, you can take a yoga class, help with balance. Flexibility, even you can use yoga or stretching to improve your flexibility. And remember to always consult the doctor if you're feeling like one of your, like the recommended guidelines. Like these are just guidelines that I mentioned to you earlier. And if you're feeling any pain or discomfort, make sure you talk to your doctor. Some exercises, like I mentioned a few. Swimming is a big one, popular between older adults. And then walking, it's easy to do. My grandma walks 4 miles a day, and she does it every day. If she can't go outside, she does it on a treadmill inside. So you can do it, get a friend, take your pet. Yoga, they offer classes here at the DISC for yoga. It's a great way for flexibility, strength, not really strength, flexibility and balance. Tai Chi, it's like movements like this, very slow, and just to kind of get your body moving, but like slowly. And research has found that doing Tai Chi has actually improved balance and even their general health. So. And then your environment. For elderly adults, the heat is a very big component. You want to make sure if it's really hot outside, make sure you're dressed properly, make sure you're hydrated, try to avoid really high heat or being out in the heat for very long, and make sure in cold, you want to make sure that you're properly dressed, make sure you have enough clothing, try to work out inside. Altitude, make sure there's proper air quality for older adults, and hydration is a big thing. Make sure you're getting close to 8 glasses of water a day. Setting smart goals. First is, for the S, is specific. Make sure you have something specific in mind. Say, I want to lose 4 pounds. That's my specific goal. And then for the M, we're going to measure. How are we going to measure it? We're going to measure it by, you can weigh yourself. You can see if you've lost those 4 pounds. Attainable. Is it attainable? Can I do these 4 pounds? Make your goals, like how can you attain this? So I can work out every single day to lose these 4 pounds. Realistic. Is it realistic? Can I lose 4 pounds in a month? That's my time. Can I do it in a month? Yes. In reality, it is realistic to lose 4 pounds in a month. And then some tips. Use it and you will lose less of it. So if you're using it and working out, you'll lose a little less of your muscle mass. Drink water. Drink lots of water. Make sure if you're active, drink even more water. Make sure you're cooling down, and make sure you're stretching after you cool down. Pace your activities, and make sure you're doing activities on a regular basis. In conclusion, exercise regularly as an older adult has helped perform daily tasks easier than a sedentary adult, so just getting active will help you. Aerobic training has increased life expectancy and decreased diseases and risk factors. And strength training has helped offset the loss of muscle mass and strength, it's reduced the risks of falls with physical activity. So physical activity can easily become a habit, so make it a habit. And the quote that I'm going to leave you with is, the greatest discovery is that a human being can alter his life by altering his attitudes of mind, by William James. That's my bibliography. And do you guys have any questions?
So what would you say is the most important thing for older adults to work on as far as fitness-wise?
I think like strength, because I feel like if you work on strength, that works on your balance, posture.
Makes sense.
What were your green beans for? Share it with us now.
I didn't do any of my exercises. Oh, okay, so my exercises were, I'm still on the exercise. You can do for basic exercises, this is if you're at home and stuff and can't get to the gym in the winter, you can do elbow touches, like this. And then also leg raises, where you lift your legs, and if you get more advanced, you can do more of an angle or even a legs, do straight legs. And then also we have, you can do with the chair squats, so you can just make sure your knees are behind your toes and squat. And then also at home, if you got water bottles, you can do overhead presses, or you can take your cans and you can do bicep curls. So it's a great way if you can't get to the disc or if you can't get out in the winter. These are great things that you can incorporate, and maybe it's like your step before you join the disc or something to prepare you.